Hey, I'm Beth. I'm 20 years old, and I have been suffering from eczema for 19 years. I decided to make this video to bring awareness about the bullying that sufferers from eczema endure. Now, I don't know about anyone else that has eczema. I don't know anyone else personally that has it, but I can tell you my story. Ever since I was in elementary school, I've been bullied for various reasons. I look different, I'm into different things than everybody else, I wasn't girly, I was kind of a tomboy, I liked different things than the other kids, I didn't like the same things that the other kids liked, I didn't like doing all kinds of things that the other kids liked to do. I was just kind of my own person. But one of the main reasons that I got bullied was because of my eczema. Surprisingly enough, kids think it's okay to bully someone on a disease that they have. And I find that kind of, it's kind of surreal that people think it's okay to make fun of somebody for a disease. Now, I'm not comparing eczema to cancer or anything, but that's like making fun of a cancer patient to me. When you make fun of someone who has a disease, even if it's just on the surface. Eczema is just dry, itchy skin and kind of flaky. And it gets red and irritated and it just hurts. And when I was in elementary school, all the kids thought that I had some crazy contagious disease, so they avoided me at all costs. They avoided me like I was the actual literal plague. They decided that since I have this crazy disease, it's not okay to get near me because they'll get whatever I have. And I've always described having eczema as having permanent chicken pox. Even though I've never had chicken pox. Fingers crossed. But, it didn't get better when I got into middle school. It actually got a lot worse. Because my eczema started getting worse. It was more prominent on my arms and my legs. Particularly here on my arms and on the backs of my legs behind my knees. So, I never wore shorts to school. I didn't wear anything that didn't go past my knees to cover up my eczema. But unfortunately, I would still get it on my calves sometimes, and it wasn't enough to cover, so I would have to wear pants a lot of the time. And living in Florida, when it's hot during summer and spring, and most of fall, and a lot of winter, it kind of sucks to wear pants to school every day. And a jacket. Has to cover up so no one sees it. But, as I got into high school, it still got worse because my eczema crept up to my face. So I would get eczema all through here, and I would get impetigo, which is a very serious infection to have. I've been hospitalized twice for it. And it's just been a terrible thing to deal with. Mainly for the reason that it's just lowered my self-confidence so much having it. Because people are very cruel. And people think it's okay to sit there and judge someone for a disease that they have that they can't help. I did manage to make more friends when I was in high school because a lot of the people I hung out with were able to see past the fact that I had this disease. They were friends with me because we had common interests. We liked the same things. We liked the same music, the same TV shows, the same movies. So, at least I was able to make some friends. And a lot of people still decided to pick on me for something that was completely out of my control. luckily the bullying stopped for the most part when I went to college 2 years ago. And, the eczema didn't go away, though. The bullying did, but the eczema didn't. It actually got worse and worse and worse. Because I've found that stress is a big factor in my flare-ups. When I get really stressed out, my eczema goes crazy. And it itches, and it doesn't stop until you scratch that itch. And even after you scratch it, it still doesn't stop. And that's the way mine works. I decided to make this video because I wanted to bring awareness to what I've dealt with having this disease. Because I don't see a lot of hype about it on the internet. I don't see much on Tumblr about eczema, or Facebook for that matter. There's only a couple of Facebook pages dedicated to eczema research and eczema awareness. And I don't know of any foundations that are actually working toward finding a cure that's not just topical. The only thing that I've been able to use that has completely cleared up my eczema temporarily is taking prednisone, which is a steroid. And if anyone has ever taken prednisone, you know that you can't take it for long periods of time because it's dangerous to your internal organs. So, I've been taking prednisone approximately every other month for a week to 2 to maybe 3 weeks at the most, just to clear up my skin when I get a really bad flare-up. But it also lowers your immune system, so you get sick easier. So it's a real give or take situation there. Hopefully this will bring a little bit of light to the situation. And hopefully this will get you interested in researching eczema and trying to find a foundation that's willing to start working for a cure. Thanks for watching.